Ladies and gentlemen, please put a warm welcome together for Selwyn Fisher!
Man, thank y'all for coming out tonight. Coming down to DC. I know a lot of people be scared to come down to DC. Yeah, right there. You know? No, man. Like when I was growing up, people were like, man, they didn't want to go down to DC because they didn't want to be in the wrong neighborhood. Well, when I was growing up, I didn't want to come down to DC because nowadays I don't want to go to the wrong neighborhood. I was like, man, there's a lot of flags around here. They was like, what's that you claiming? I was like, not yours. Not yours. I was like, they be looking at me too. They be like, you so colorful though. They was like, you sure you're not gay? I was like, no. They were like, you all lesbian shit? I was like, oh, hold up, yeah. That's Invisalign. Like, Invisalign made me sound like I'm gay. I've been trying to straighten out all my teeth, but it's one tooth that's just really gay. It just turns inside. I was like, hold on. This shit did a little twist. I was like, hey, slow down, man. I was like, I ain't with that. You know, it's all right. So I said, at least if you're gonna be gay, I said, I'm gonna have to make you eat a lot of coochie. So now it's just a lesbian tooth. You know, that's what I do. Yeah. You like, ah, man. Anybody been recognizing somebody famous? Nobody? You never been recognized?
Yeah, once.
Once? Who'd you get?
Issa Rae.
Issa Rae? I can see that. You? What you get?
Kehlani.
Ooh, yes. Yes. A superstar. I've been told I look like Common, the rapper, and I was like, what, the fat version? I'm like, nah. Then somebody told me I look like a bootleg Joe Budden. What was worse though, somebody told me, they was like, hey, there's a white boy told me, he's like, you know what's that one? He said, you kind of look like the Black Paddington Bear. I was like, God damn. I was like, hold on, do I look soft and cuddly? He's like, I mean, you are in a gay neighborhood. I was like, oh, I got you, man. I'm a military vet. I appreciate that. See how I think I do it? Nah, man, I did it for 12 years, and I was like, when I came back, I realized, I was like, you either gonna get a mental disability or a physical disability. I ended up getting both. I said, God damn, you know, I came back home and my wrist was hurting. I was like, I did a lot of deployments, 3 of them, you know, they tell you general order number 1. They're like, no drinking and no sex. I said, okay, it's gonna be a lot of beatings here, right? So when I came home, doctor told me, he said, you got carpal tunnel on your left wrist. I said, really? I said, how'd I get that? He said, it looked like you exacerbated it. I said, oh, you can tell that? I said, exacerbated, not masturbated. I said, woo! I said, no wonder people used to call me strong arm and everything. I'm like, my arms actually big. You know, I wish I would have did that sooner because I got 5 kids, man. I was like, end up getting handicapped plates. It's like, you don't know how to pull out. So just put it, you know. Yeah, I don't look like a typical handicapped person. I was like, most people looking around and they're like, where your wheelchair? I was like, nah. I was like, oh, I'm like, ooh. I'm like, not everybody even see their physical disabilities, you know? I was like, for me, my disability is picking the wrong woman. You know, I don't see the flags. I don't at all. I was like, normally it's 3 flags. He was like, oh, I'm out of there. I was like, me, I see 6 flags. So I was like, I need great adventures. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying the ride when I'm on this boat. You know what I mean? I was like, anybody else see the flags? He was like, God damn. You know what it is, because once you get into the flags, you're like, it's hard to get off. It's so good though. Like, your feet be swinging and shit. You're like, damn, dude. I said, you know what I mean? You're like, you want to get out. And we're like, sometimes you can't get off though. Because when you're in that relationship, sometimes you be too broke to break up. I realized that the older you get, you know, like you got bills and shit. I was like, the bills be in the house. You're like, man, I just want to give up right now, you know, but this damn gas bill is due. Like, if I can only afford this apartment for myself, you know. America's in trouble. You know, we are in $3 trillion deficit right now, you know what I mean? We are in debt, right, for real. I was like, you know, where's their debt collectors? I was like, mine come to my door every month. They're like, hey, you need to pay this with interest. I said, I have no interest Anyway, man, my name is Selwyn Fisher. Y'all can look me up on Instagram. Fisher is funny. Appreciate y'all.